What's up, everybody? Today I want to show you a couple of really fun Warlock builds that are pretty much my go-to in PvE content right now. First up is the Inferno Warlock. If throwing fireballs, blowing things up, and causing room-clearing explosions sounds like your kind of fun, if you want to be just a raging inferno of death, then this Inferno Warlock build is definitely for you. Now, I can't take credit for this one. I've seen it in a few videos that are going around, but I want to show it to you because it is a lot of fun, and it's the idea that's at the core of my build that I've been using lately. We start with the already popular Top Tree Dawnblade and Sunbracer's exotic combo that's been in use for a while now. Then, the key mod we want to add is called Wrath of Rasputin. Solar splash damage, final blows have a chance to create Warmind cells. What counts as solar splash damage? For starters, your solar grenades and your ranged fireball melee both count. Kill an enemy with your melee, start throwing grenades, it all has a chance to spawn Warmind cells. Then, you can shoot the Warmind cells and cause an explosion that takes out or at least heavily damages the enemies around you. What else counts as solar splash damage? What weapons should you use? The Sunshot exotic hand cannon is my top choice here. Sunshot is notorious for its chaining explosions, and those will not only create Warmind cells, but they can also detonate Warmind cells and create an even bigger explosion. And Warmind cell explosions themselves are solar, which can create more cells thanks to that mod that we're using. Solar grenade launchers, solar rocket launchers, and solar dragonfly explosions all count. Xenophage is solar, so its solar explosive rounds count as well as Ace of Spades firefly detonations. Element-matched shield break explosions count too. It's crazy what you can get going with this synergy. Now, how did I build on this idea at the core of the Solar Inferno Warlock? You'll need a full set of armor that can accept Season of the Worthy armor mods. I'm going to be using 5 worthy mods, so we'll be dropping the Sunbracer exotic in this case. You can see I have the key mod, Wrath of Rasputin, slotted. The first thing I've added is Global Reach. Warmind cells you create affect and damage targets at a greater distance. This increases your room clearing potential. Your Warmind cell damage reaches further. Next, I've used Rage of the Warmind. Adds additional solar damage to the explosions of Warmind cells you destroy. Even more solar damage to help make Warmind cells. Next is Warmind's Protection. You take reduced damage from enemies near Warmind cells. Reduced damage is always a good thing. Last but not least, Power of Rasputin. You gain a bonus to weapon damage against enemies that are near Warmind cells. Great for quickly thinning out mobs before you blow up a Warmind cell. The interesting thing about this build is that it still works really well even without using a solar subclass. I personally prefer to run the Top Tree Void Slova Bomb Warlock. And this is still amazing as long as I'm using a Seraph weapon or some combination of the weapons I mentioned before that count for all that solar splash damage. Now, the Seraph weapons are just okay, you say. I'm going to have to disagree. The only one I don't like is the sidearm. It just isn't crisp enough for me. But the rest, I find all the rest to be inherently precise at range and stable. Get one of their good rolls and you've got good, steady workhorses that will get you kills and make those Warmind cells that are so key to this build synergy. I'm telling you, don't sleep on this Warmind cell mechanic and how it synergizes with the worthy mods and Seraph weapons. It can make you an unholy explosive killing machine. The last thing I want to touch on is how much I've been loving the Seraph CQC shotgun. So much, in fact, that it has kind of displaced my longtime love, the Ikelos SG. Is it better than Ikelos? If not, then it is very, very close, and perhaps the only worthy successor we've gotten. I do keep finding myself using the Seraph CQC over Ikelos for the one thing that makes it unique. Warmind cells. The one thing Icolos cannot do. It feels good to use like Icolos, and it makes those little orange death balls I'm loving so much. What's not to love there? My Seraph CQC has Trench Barrel, my favorite part of Icolos, and also Lead into Gold. I always use Heavy Ammo Finder in my builds, so the Seraph CQC always has ammo, and it's crazy. Anyway, everyone, those are my thoughts, and I really encourage you to try out these builds. They are enormous fun. I'm still not tired of clearing whole rooms with Warmind cells. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like or a comment, and I will see you all Starside. Take care.